Do not adjust your radio dial. You are tuned in to the Mark Order Podcast. Join the Mark Order.
Well, hello. It is Saturday night at 8:21, so I guess you might know what that means. It is time for the Collidercast. It's me, Ryan, joined by... No, there's no Joe. Well, there might be, just not.
Technically, the J in JPJ might stand for Joe.
I'm joined by a Joe, JPJ, from Between Two Beards, Love Pro Wrestling. His Twitch channel at JPJ Loves Gaming is your Twitch too?
Hell
Same
yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yep.
I just have it, so I don't know what. I don't have to search it anymore.
We're good, man. We're good.
So, how you doing tonight?
Good. Celtics just murdered the Miami Heat on national television, won by 20. Proved a point, as they should. Feeling good about that. Feeling good about Collision. The Bruins are on. They just started. It's been a busy day. The draft was early. The Patriots had like 5 picks. It was just, today's been a day, man. Today's been a day.
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics doing so well is probably why we're seeing extra commercials, because right now Collision's like, we weren't ready to go yet.
No, exactly. They interviewed Tatum after the game, so they did that thing. Then they went to commercial, because I bet you they were prepared for 8:30. That's what they were prepared for. Oh, it's right now though. It's happening. Who's else?
You're ahead of me.
Whoops.
That's fine.
I'll be quiet. My reactions will be tame.
You don't have to. I'm not one of those.
You guys are what? You guys are down 2-1, the Sixers?
Yeah, sadly.
But MB just went off though.
He did, and they could have won the second game. So like they're in it, but
he didn't play the second game, or he got injured in the second game.
No, he kind of got injured, but really what happened was, and they blew it. So this isn't an excuse. They blew the game, but there was a steal on Maxey that gave New York the lead they never gave up. And it was, the NBA even came back and were like, yeah, there were 2 fouls on that play.
Got it.
So, but it is what it is.
All right, they're starting it off with the champ. They said this is the first interview with Swerve as champion.
That was the whole thing that they said they waited to interview him to get the NBA lead in.
Yep.
Which, I mean, because people were giving him a hard time by you know, how do you not interview him his first night? But like, this kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of shocked they had him wrestle. Kind of.
Me too. But
no,
I got what they were trying to do. Damn chair. I got what they were trying to do. Like, they're trying to show that he's that type of champ.
Yeah.
He's going to come out and wrestle. But it just didn't play. I would have almost preferred they said, done nothing with him on Wednesday and just said, he doesn't come till Saturday. Like, his first night is Saturday.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though. Like, NBA's, big hip hop influence and whatnot, and he's got a hip hop stuff. So like, he's a good crossover if you're trying to get some of those fans.
Oh, I agree. If any of those NBA fans that didn't know much or used to watch pro wrestling but don't anymore or whatever, were just watching the end of that game, and the first thing you see is like this guy, I think they'll be like, oh,
it's just, this guy's cool. Who is he?
He looks like he's cool as shit. Crowd's flipping out for him.
Boss of bosses.
The anointed one.
Love that he gets his own intro by his own guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. I'm ahead of you, so I'm not going to say anything because I don't know where you're at. But
Oh, you're fine. Again, I know we just referenced Adam Copeland multiple times. I didn't acknowledge it.
God bless Tony Khan wearing that neck brace the other night.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. Calling people out, man.
I love that he's addressing all this.
What is that? Yeah,
Love that he's addressing it. If
I am too. Called him out, really.
well, it's such a babyface promo.
Oh yeah. It should still be Hangman. Should be his first challenger.
I don't know if Hangman should be his first, but obviously he's in there.
It should be the Double or Nothing match to me. The main event of Double or Nothing should be Hangman and Swerve.
Yeah.
Is he fighting again for the belt? Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
Open challenge? Did he say an open challenge?
I think he did say open challenge.
Oh. Oh, sweet God. Yeah? Says Claudia? I almost called him Cesaro.
I mean, how do you not? I call
Oh, all right. Swerve and Claudio? Is that what we're doing?
That's gonna be a hell of a match.
Sure will be.
I love that they do 2 nights in dailies.
I do too.
That's their home.
if you hear any exciting, like spur of the moment reactions from me, it's because the Bruins have either scored or been scored on. So you'll either hear me go like "yeah" and clap, or you'll hear me go "gah." Lose my mind. I mean, this match will be fantastic, of course.
Is this going to be on Collision or
Did
on
he say
Pod?
tonight?
Yeah.
So they had Swerve wrestle twice in one night. Oh,
Ooh, slap that away.
all right, all right. That's a good main event.
Oh yeah. Like I said, is it Collision or is it Rampage?
I think it's Collision. I think it's the main event of the show. I think.
Well, they're both tonight, so that's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
because
we're not
Rampage is
covering
live right after.
Yeah.
We're not staying on for. We're not.
No,
We're
we're
just
not staying for
Collision.
Rampage. We're doing two, and I have my limits.
Yeah.
But isn't this live?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What did I say? I thought they
Yeah,
taped it.
wrestled twice.
So
Yeah.
they just stayed at Daly's for the whole week. Basically.
Yeah, they just, which is not, again, that's their home, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I did hear Swerve Strickland talk about it. He is psyched. Tony wore the neck brace out when he did like his pre-show yelling. Talking about the big angle.
Yeah.
What a bad, bad man.
Yeah. With what happened here, though, was really the.
He killed him. My God, he killed him. Ooh, Tony's very upset. He's an ass.
Yeah. Wow. So they're just going to make sure they don't show him on camera at all.
Yeah.
The Elite, the Bucks. All right.
Oh man. I really wanted him to get rid of one set of belts here.
Yeah. I thought they should. But like specifically the AEW ones are made for the Acclaim. They're the scissoring belts, right? Why wouldn't you just get rid of
Yeah.
or just make
Because they're calling them unified.
Yeah, the Ring of Honor 6-man titles have a decent amount of lineage, right? They've been around for a little bit.
Yeah, I think they were around and then they went away and then they came back and like
Okay.
I know you have like Shane Taylor promotions, you have the Righteous, they all had them.
Yeah.
But when you call something unified, there's just one. It's not like they're saying they're both these things.
It's true.
Love this match. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this should be great.
If they want to rebuild the trios division, this is what they have to do. Just let the Bang Bang Gang have good matches against fun opponents.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know what belts they just showed in that graphic right there, but those are what the belts should look like.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. It's not going to happen, obviously. I would put it on Top Flight and this kid right now.
Well, that's because you want Switchblade to go solo. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want Switchblade versus Swerve for the title.
Oh yeah.
At some point.
But there's two ways of building Switchblade up, though. You could have him go singles, get some wins, and build himself up that way, or have them actually dominate the trios division in a good way, which means like really good matches and stuff people care about.
Which I'm okay with that if that's the role they have for him right now.
Big G has a point. If they don't make only one set of titles, that means they'll eventually split them again. I
100%.
agree, but you don't call them unified and then.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Oh, what a save, bro. What a save by Swayman.
Still nothing?
Nothing.
Who's winning?
The Bruins are winning the series so far. 2-1. Oh. That was almost a goal. I got excited.
Yeah, Big G, that is what happened to tag titles in WWE, but it feels stupid. Either if you can say you're both, or you could say you're unified. But if you're unified, your one title ceases to exist.
You should at least.
Can't wait till Juice comes back.
Oh, he is missed. Ass boys. Hilarious. I'll tell you what. The Guns, the second it happened, I was like, I think they're a great fit. I think they're a great fit for the Bullet Club. I know a lot of people, they've gotten tremendously better.
Oh my God. I mean, I've always kind of been on the Gun side because
I have too.
They were AEW Dark regulars and they were very good there. But
they're legit.
As soon as this, and they definitely have improved majorly. Even Kate, who was a Guns hater for most of the time, now accepts that they are like a legitimate team.
Yes, they are. Like if they won the tag titles again, nobody would be laughing at it.
No.
When they won them the first time, there were people that were rolling their eyes at it. They would not roll their eyes anymore if they were the tag champs. They are a legitimate.
Which is also why, like, they could make this trios thing really work because now you have a legitimate tag team with a legitimate singles. Like, it could work if you just let it.
Look at if Tony Khan was like, look at Jay, look, we signed you because we know you're a top level. Oh shit, you're a top level main event guy. But right now, for the next 5 or 6 months, we have our stories. We're gonna let you just have banger trios matches and run that division for 6 months. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can walk out of that division in 6 months on your high horse. No one's looking down at you. You'll have been dominant. You'll have been the guy. We'll even throw in a couple singles matches for you during there to keep showing people what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I would do is while they're dominating the trios division, I would have him say every once in a while, I won't go have a singles match, and someone say, do you think about going singles longer? And let him say, like, not while we have these belts.
Mm.
It's kind of like set the table that as soon as they lose them.
Yeah. Agreed.
I can't believe they're still making Planet of the Apes movies.
Dude, the last batch were good, though.
It's not even that they're good or bad. I just can't believe
good.
they've stretched the story out this long.
I know. It's quite a time. Now they're like way in the future, though. Like Caesar, who was the main ape in the last series, this is like way past him. Like they talk of him like he's a, you know?
Yeah. I give them credit for thinking out of a logical way as to why the humans would die.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't just make sense that, like, oh, apes became super smart, so we all died. It's like, yeah, but they still don't have, like, the digits necessary.
Oh, shit. The Bruins just killed a major penalty. There we go. That's how we roll.
Was it literally a major penalty or just a big penalty?
It was 4-on-3. It was 4-on-3 for like 48 seconds, and then it was a minute 20 of a regular Toronto power play. They killed it. We went again. So usually all year we've been doing the every other goalie thing, you know, the rotation with Swayman and Allmark. In game 1, we played Swayman. He won. In game 2, we played Allmark. It wasn't his fault that we lost, but that was the game we lost. In game 3, 1-0, baby Bruins. Let's go. All right, there it is. You know?
I don't think you can do the switching on and off the goalie in the playoffs.
Well, so Swayman won game 3, and tonight everyone thought that they would go, like they asked the coach after the last game, and he was like, we're sticking to the rotation. Swayman's playing.
Yeah,
Swayman is also undefeated in his last 8 games against Toronto. They cannot beat him.
I don't like when a goalie is hot. You run the risk of not letting a goalie get in the groove that he needs to get into in the playoffs.
It's fair. But the Bruins, for the last 2 seasons, have done this rotation, and they've been the best team in the league for 2 years.
But what have they done in the playoffs each year?
Well, they didn't do the rotation last year, and they blew it.
Joe, go back to being at Casa Bonita.
Sorry. The Bruins are playing, so hockey's I'm not going to say least favorite because that's like it's not a negative. But it's the main sport that I pay the least amount of attention to. They just happen to be on right now across from this good 6-man tag.
And Joe just wants to talk trash because he's in Casa Bonita. Well, he's not actually there. He didn't get an invite.
What is that?
You know how the South Park creators bought Casa Bonita?
Yes.
So he's right by there, but I don't think he actually got his invite.
Oh, wait, there's actually one in there? There's one, a real one.
Yeah, one they opened, yes.
Where is
that
this?
looks in Denver.
Oh, so it's like actually out there in like Colorado?
Yeah.
That rules.
I don't know if it's actually Denver. I just know it's Colorado. But you have to get like an invite to it. Casa Bonita.
Great episode.
Well, I guess we got to repopulate the earth.
We could talk about South Park this whole show if we really wanted to.
I mean, listen, that's part of what the Collidercast is. It's only partially wrestling.
I don't keep up with. Oh, nice. Action Andretti is good, man.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's very good. Remember when he beat Jericho?
Yeah.
What a time that was, huh?
They did nothing with him afterwards, though.
No, it was a shame. But he beat Jericho on his first night, and it was like, holy crap. And then they just kind of flamed it out a little bit. It was like, damn. Had a chance, bro. So in Winnipeg, they're doing Dynamite and live. Are they taping Rampage like normal?
I guess, yeah.
These aren't live because they've been doing the Rampage live lately. We got the Toronto run the next 3 weeks, huh? Not Toronto, the Canada run. Whoa.
Yeah, then they're gonna be recording. They'll be taping them. Yeah. At least Canada will get to watch Collision for once.
Yeah.
It's a good match.
Well, all right.
Oh, Joe, it's in Denver. He didn't get to go. He's at
Yeah.
the concert waiting for it's about to begin.
What concert? Who we seeing? Who we
I
seeing?
think he told me and I forgot.
Wow, what some friend you are.
No, I'm terrible.
Some friend you are. That's over. Oh, wait. Oh! Jay White's so good, dude.
He really is.
Jay White is just so good.
With the rough bottom.
Oh, what the hell? Nice.
That hurts, Joe. That hurts. Calls me an acquaintance at best.
Wow. Who you seeing? It's Action Andretti time is what he said. Nope. Over. Yep. All right, well. Oh, hell yeah. That's a great show, dude. That's a great show. That sounds like my kind of show. I love all three of those bands. I've seen all three of those bands dozens of times. Hell yeah. I was talking
Joe,
about Bayside the other day on my stream. I said they're underrated. They don't get the love they deserve. Anyway.
Just tell them that once again I'm writing again a letter to you.
Finch.
You could and you can tell me what it is to burn.
What it is to burn, bro. That record
that
still
album
humps.
Holds up.
That album still humps. Dude. We can talk about that type. We can talk about music like that all night too. I just bought tickets to go see Under Oath is doing their 20th anniversary tour of They're Only Chasing Safety. Oh my God.
That makes me feel so old.
I'm not going to want to be around anybody. Like I'm going to be there and I'll be like, I don't want all these people here with me. I just want to be here by myself. However, I'm going to black out. And then they're playing like a set of like all the other good ones after or before, however they do it.
Wow, that makes me feel so old that they're doing 20th anniversary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't give a shit though. I'm going to be so ready for it. I'm going to be like, oh God. Oh, the scapegoat. Oh, 100%, Joe. 100%. I went, they were around a long time ago, but they did the double tour where they played They're Only Chasing Safety and To Find the Great Line in their entirety. And I went to that and it was, bruh. I couldn't, I am happy to see Ray Phoenix back, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Ray Phoenix is special.
He really is.
Yeah, I know she's not a huge fan of those genres of music. Unfortunate, but we can't all be perfect, you know.
She's I hope she tunes in just for the second to hear me.
No, she likes punk, which I respect because I also
she's a music she's a music snob. She's a music.
But so
snob.
am I.
She's pretentious.
Yeah, but so am I. I'm just pretentious about the stuff I like, and she doesn't like the stuff I like.
No.
Unfortunate, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I thought the draft was fine. I thought the Falcons had the one real shocker of the draft by the Penix pick, but I think everything else went to plan. As I am a New England Patriots fan, if any of you have a problem with that, I don't give a shit. So I thought we did a good draft. We drafted all offense, which is the first time I think we've done that literally in my life. So we went from Bill Parcells to Pete Carroll to Bill Belichick. And those were the three coaches of my lifetime. We've always drafted defense. Always. We had like 7 picks. One of them was a defensive guy. The rest was all offense, which is just wild. So.
Yeah, that pick by Atlanta made no sense whatsoever.
Bizarre, dude. Because, like, first of all, Penix is an older rookie. He's 24. He was in college for 6 years because he blew out his knees. So you just signed Kirk Cousins, who's a 38-year-old quarterback coming off a torn Achilles, which maybe that's why they were like, we're taking Penix. I don't know. But you signed him for like $180 million. And then you, with your first pick, which you could have drafted on your defense, your offense is good, dude. Like the Falcons' offense is good. So why do you could have took Dallas Turner right there. Boom. You take Dallas Turner right there. You got your pass rush on your defense to help that out because that's the reason you didn't make you're not a playoff team is your defense. Your offense is fine. You almost made the playoffs with like Marcus Mariota. And who was their guy last year? Ritter? Desmond Ritter? And they were like a playoff fringe team with that guy. You just very bizarre.
I know that they, what's his name? You said it 3 times, and now I'm blanking. The quarterback. Their quarterback.
Who's quarterback?
Atlanta.
Ritter?
No, the one we just signed.
Kirk Cousins.
Thank you. I mean, you said it 3 times, and I still blanked. I do know he was. I forget where that he was kind of aware they were doing it.
Oh, was he?
But he was aware they were going to pick a quarterback. I don't think he was aware they were going to waste a first-round pick on a quarterback.
Yeah. Because I
kind
think
of like one of those.
His agent said that he didn't find out they were drafting Penix until they were on the clock. They called him and were like, hey, we're making this pick.
Yeah. I think like ahead of time they had been like, yeah, we might draft a quarterback, which fair,
wild.
You know.
That is
if
so
you want to
wild.
draft a quarterback in like the 4th round, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But also, you didn't have to take him there. He would have probably still been there 2nd or 3rd round.
I don't think so.
He's old. He's old for a rookie.
He would have gone in the first. The league is too quarterback happy. He wouldn't have made it. I do think JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix would have been taken before him, where they went. But somebody would have taken him in the first round. I just think the way the league is and the way it plays now, there wasn't a defensive guy drafted until pick 17. When was the last time that happened? I love Ray Fiedler.
Yeah. Eagles went into the draft and said, we need cornerbacks. So we're just their first 2 picks, the best we could find. And they nailed it.
And why did the Bengals, I know they're trying to get rid of T. Higgins, but why did the Bengals draft 2 wide receivers? They have plenty of wide receivers. Didn't make sense.
No, I'm trying to think of a reason. I wasn't blanking on you. No, I don't get it. I really don't.
The Patriots drafted 2 receivers. They took the quarterback, Drake May. They drafted 2 wide receivers, 2 offensive linemen, a cornerback, and a tight end. And they drafted a second quarterback. They took a quarterback late.
Which was smart.
Yeah.
I like that they went. I mean, again, I don't like the Patriots, so it's hard for me to compliment their draft. But I like that they took linemen because if you're going to bring a quarterback, you better. And in the NFL draft is one of those drafts where you can go in the late, like in the NBA, basically, if you're not a top 15 pick, you're nothing.
Yes.
And you get lucky every now and again, but like it's not by no means. Wow,
Yeah, see this
I
guy,
don't know who this.
the
Oh, is this
Beast.
Black Tories?
It looks like I'm what they call the Beast Mortos.
Yeah, but his Twitter's Taurus official.
It looks like Black Taurus to me. That's who this looks like.
This is Black.
All right. Bruins are winning 1-0 after one, baby. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
But yeah, but as I was saying, like one thing that I firmly always believed was you can't hey Benny, you can't draft a quarterback and have no line.
Agreed.
Because if you don't have a line, he's just gonna get wrecked every time he steps back.
Agreed.
And it's not gonna work. Whereas, and that's
Damn.
yeah, this is Black Tories, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's who it looks like to me.
That's who it is. He just must change his name.
Is he potentially maybe because he was what AAA? Where'd he wrestle out of?
I know he's TNA.
Yeah, maybe wherever he was that's what I was going to say. Maybe wherever he wrestled as Black Taurus, they were like, you're not taking the name. So he had to come up with something else.
That makes sense. Probably the most interesting mask in all of wrestling.
Oh, yeah. He's a big boy. Oh!
Yeah.
That was impressive. Oh, my. Very impressive. This gives me vibes here that they're going to push Ray Phoenix as a solo guy here. Shivani was just, I know you're a little behind me, but Shivani just said that the only person to win trios, tag, and singles gold is Kenny Omega. Like, why would he mention that if they weren't going to maybe push Ray Phoenix towards a singles title?
Yeah, but I mean,
he's been a trios and tag, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know if they have room for him in the singles right now. Oh, that was awkward. He flies around like crazy.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, we got Roosh tonight, too. All right. It's been a while for him, too. All right. Yeah.
He was one of those pickups that wasn't really hyped up that ended up being amazing.
Oh, damn. Oh! Wow, that was nice. Oh, Thunder Rosa and Deanna Purrazzo on Rampage, though.
What's on Rampage?
Deanna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa. That's nice. Oh, and a parking lot fight with Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor. Oh. Oh. Rampage looks juicy.
They're trying to encourage people to stay.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
I'll be watching it. We'll just be off watch along. But I'll be watching it. Ray Phoenix is getting the shit kicked out of him right now. Can we talk about that?
He really is.
Like, he is getting the crap kicked out of him.
Well, he's facing a human minute. Well, it's not a Minotaur.
Listen, this is his big return. He has been getting his ass kicked for at least the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Phoenix was international. So Phoenix and Kenny Omega would be the only two.
There you go. Just saying. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know why you think you could pin a guy who just rolled all the way into the middle of the ring. Obviously, he has energy.
Truly. Oh, come on now.
You don't rip the mask.
No. That's just inappropriate. I agree, Tony. This is nothing like we expected. He's getting his butt kicked. Truly. That whole sequence that they just showed leading up to that commercial, that P&P, was all... I don't think Ray Phoenix got a move in.
I'm really wondering if they're going to have signed Mortis and this is their introduction.
I do agree with you, Benny, that he is a great underneath babyface, but I don't think he got an offensive move that whole last segment of that match.
No, he definitely didn't.
Not one. He's getting tossed on the stairs here. Man.
Do you watch Picture in Picture?
Not all the time, but he's still getting his ass kicked. He's still getting his ass kicked. He tried to rip the mask off more. He friggin' gave him a... I forget I'm not going to think of the... He's trying to rip his mask again? What the hell?
We're going to come back to find out that Taurus has won the match, or Mortis has won the match.
Like, bruh. Like, wow. Did the Flyers make it? No, they're bad, right? Are the Flyers
They
bad?
weren't bad. They just choked at the end of the season.
They didn't make it in.
No, they were eliminated the last day of the season.
Really?
Yeah. They needed to win. They needed 4 points out of 10 games.
And they didn't get it?
End. They didn't. They choked at the end.
Oh, man. Oof. That ain't good.
I mean, in fairness, their goalie got like the goalie who finished the season is not who was expected to be the starter.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, their starter is a scumbag, so he got arrested. So it kind of screwed things up for them. Has whatever happened before, Big G?
Well, Ray Phoenix is alive now, apparently. But good Lord.
Yeah, Big G. The Penguins were doing it. Washington was doing it. Detroit was doing it. There were 4 teams that if any of them had just had a decent winning record at the end of the season, they make it in. But the Flyers, out of all of them, were in control. Like the Flyers, had they just had a winning record towards the end of the season, no team could have taken them out.
The Penguins are owned by my Boston Red Sox owners.
I hate when because the Sixers owner owns the Devils, and he owns the Nationals. No, he owns the Commanders.
Oh, he bought the Commanders from Snyder.
Yeah,
Um,
I hate that. I hate that when they're spread out like that.
yeah. So my owner of the Red Sox, he had just owned the Red Sox forever, but within the last 10 years, he has purchased the Liverpool Soccer Club over in England. He owns the Pittsburgh Penguins. He owns a NASCAR team. And then he also just that whole merger group that with the PGA and Live, how they're merging, he's involved with that as well.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm like, okay. And so that's why he stopped caring about the Red Sox and like focusing on them, and they're so bad
That's
now.
kind of why I
He's
hate
like,
it.
I have 5 or 6 things. It's like, no. I don't care about your other things. I care about this one thing that you have that you need to focus on.
So, I want to cover this. Big G, it's never happened that it ended in commercial break, but a match has ended in picture-in-picture before. But
Damn.
I will say I'm with you because when the Sixers were owned independently up until I want to say the 90s, and then they got bought by the Flyers. Well, the Comcast, and they had a president at the time who really cared, so they were good. But once he left, the owners just didn't care.
Mhm.
So the Sixers just went by the wayside. And truthfully, their new owner brought it back, but
Trust the process, man.
but you can tell again that he doesn't care anymore because he's like,
Yeah.
I still think the process would have worked had the NBA not interfered.
You still think it would have worked if they told him to
Yeah,
stop?
if they actually let it play out.
Would they hop in and tell him he couldn't loot? What was
So
the whole thing?
yes,
Ooh,
so essentially it
Phoenix's leg
started
landed nasty there.
whatever year Jahlil Okafor, Porzingis, and those guys were drafted. It started that draft.
Yeah.
Because Okafor was 100% a guy that Hinkie would not have drafted any other year.
Yeah.
But he was getting a lot of pressure, and it's never come out. But my belief is that that's not who he wanted, but he was pressured.
Mm-hmm.
Then the NBA forced in Brian Colangelo as like a consultant or helper to Hinkie, which was the end of Hinkie. And then we got stuck with Brian Colangelo, who was terrible.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
He's going to lose.
I was sitting there going, all right, at this point, Ray should lose.
Yeah.
Ray has been getting the shit kicked out of him this whole match. And like he's taking big moves. Like it's not just like a, you know. Nice. Nice.
I mean,
Bruh.
me feel-
I'm trying to hold my reactions.
no, I mean you're good. He got his ass kicked all match.
Yeah, well, just wait.
What?
No,
I'm just like, how is he like even doing anything right now? Like,
it's unbelievable. And then I thought that was the end of the match too.
yeah.
There it is. Ray Phoenix, man, he got his butt kicked during that match. My word.
And to win like that.
Yeah.
Is running into the crowd.
Ooh, a parking lot fight tonight. That parking lot fight that they had with, what was it, Santana and Ortiz, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the best matches in AEW history
Yes, it is.
ever. Like, still a top match in the history of the company, and now they're going to go one-on-one against each other in the same type of scenario. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. And it'll be good to see Chucky, because he's actually been hurt for a long time and hasn't been able to wrestle. So this is kind of his return match.
It is. I hope Sue comes in on Chuck's side, Trent's side, I mean, and has like a tag.
Yeah. What was that? Was I the only one that got a weird audio thing there?
Like no.
It said
You're
like,
not.
oh, the city or something like that.
Yes.
Oh. Statlander wearing all black. Roosh.
I think I got a new broadcast person.
What is it?
That woman who was interviewing OC's like new.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was fine.
Yeah, it's just weird that they got a new one.
Yeah. Oh. Mhm. Game on, man. Game on. Roosh. Damn, dude. Ooh. Oh yeah, baby. So I already don't even know. So we got this, and then the world title matches on Collision.
Then you got Acclaim versus Grizzled Young Vets,
Hell yeah! I'll tell you what,
and you have
it's not going to
Timeless
happen.
Tony versus
Wait,
what?
who's Tony fighting? I'd have the
And
Grizzled Young Vets win that match.
yes, me too.
I don't
think
think
it
they
depends
will.
on if
I don't think they will, though. You think they do?
it depends on what whether they're staying or not.
It'd be nice if they were.
If they're here just flying through, no. But if they're going to be regulars, yeah.
Damn it! Bruins almost scored again. Oof!
What happened?
I said the Bruins almost scored again. Oh, that looked like it hurt. What happened to the group they were making? The Preston band?
Yeah, I don't know about Preston. I mean, he was obviously they got rid of Jose, the assistant.
Yeah.
Preston, I don't know where he's at. What's his name is hurt. Bandito's hurt. I don't know about the rest.
Who was the other guy they had? Was it Serpentica? No.
No, I'm blanking.
Drillistico? Is it Drillistico?
Yes. I mean, I would hope they bring it. They still mentioned it because they said it above his name.
Yeah.
But without Roosh, it wasn't really going to go anywhere. He was kind of the heart and soul of it. So
yeah. Oh, damn. Conducting business south of the border. That's what he's been doing.
Oh no.
Damn, that was unnecessary. Roosh.
He's a jobber, Roosh. Let him go. Roosh.
Oh, Timeless and Anna J. Oh, that should be all right.
Yeah.
I like
Timeless
Anna J.
starting to clap those cheeks.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Kenny Omega's back on Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm hoping what happens here is Kenny's in the ring. You got the elite. They walk out.
Yep.
And they're like, "Hey, you're outnumbered." And Kenny's like, "Well, I called for some help," and that's when the Motor City Machine Guns come.
That'd be cool.
He has a really red hair. I don't know if you have the same commercial as me, but the commercial I has is for Scott's Grass.
No, I got Popeye's chicken.
No. Well, now I got Popeyes, so you had Scott's Grass. You're just ahead of me.
That's fair. I wasn't paying attention to Scott's Grass. Well, was it the redhead, the guy from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like they colored his hair in that commercial.
Where's the big woman?
But I feel like they made his hair redder in that commercial.
Probably. but it's all the best part,
Yes, it is Big G. That is exactly who we mean.
Yes. Where's the big woman? Together strong.
Oh, I was like, what do you got the apes commercial again?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm impressed how long modern clothing has survived in Apes World, though.
It's true. It's true. You would think nobody would have clothes. Their
Yeah.
stores open, I don't think they have a society. Like,
No, so how?
in that way, like, I don't think you can just go to the store and buy a new pair of jeans. Like, I don't think that's
It's very,
an
very
option.
interesting. Yeah, it's got like a nice cloth tank top. All I know is C men plus C people equal society.
Fair. Oh, Serena Deeb. Here she is. Is Serena Deeb that much taller than this woman?
Then who?
You'll see.
It's apparently.
She like towers over her. Love Serena Deeb.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, she's going for the world title. Let's go. Here she comes. Nigel is just, Watch out for the shoe. Oh, Nigel. Nigel, you dog. You dog, Nigel.
He's a dirty, dirty dog.
Wells Fargo Arena. Isn't that what your
There's
arena used to be called?
No, ours is the Wells Fargo Center.
Well, there's a Wells Fargo Arena in Iowa.
Of course, Iowa.
Hell, there's more than one of those things? That's not cool.
They can have the name. They're always in Chicago.
Always. Oh, well, 5 minutes ago on the Twitter, it says, as announced by The Rock on Instagram, Drew McIntyre has re-signed with WWE.
Oh, good for him. They would have been fools to let that go.
100%.
Because he's a guy who easily could have went out on the Indies and killed it.
Yes, I agree. Tony Storm, man. Yeah, baby. 2-0. 2-0, Ryan. Power play goal, baby. That's how we roll. Woo. Brad Marchand. Legend.
I hate him.
Hall of Famer. Hall of
I
Fame
hate him.
hockey player. Captain.
Hall of Fame rat.
Maybe. If he was on your team, he would have been your favorite player.
1,000%.
He is that guy. He is that guy that if he's not on your team, everybody hates him. But if he was on your team, he's your favorite player. He's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
He's not a rat anymore. He's matured. He's matured. He's still a pesky hockey player, like he's a pest. But he doesn't like, he used to like lick people and shit. He used to do some weird shit. Like he was wild.
If he hadn't matured out of that, I don't know if he makes it to the Hall of Fame. Like,
but I think he only trails Cam Neely for like most goals in Bruins. He's had 25 or 30 goals for like 8 or 9 years straight. He's just like consistently, because his first handful of years, he didn't score like that. He was pesky and he was a, annoying guy and he was good, but he didn't score like that. So like his reputation was kind of like, because he wasn't like a great player yet, but he was annoying.
yes.
And then he became a really good scorer. And he was doing 30 and 35 goals a year. And everyone was like, oh, shit, like this guy's good too. Damn it.
But then he toned down the craziness. So
big time. Yeah. He'll still, so he just passed Cam Neely for the most goals. And that goal that he just scored passed Cam Neely for the most goals in Bruins playoff history. 56th goal in the playoff history. Gronk. That guy that Roosh fought, that was Danny Birch.
Is that who that was?
Yeah. I think they call it probably his real name, Mark Stone, I would guess, but that was Danny Birch.
Yeah. Wow, I would not have put that together.
No. Do.
I mean, I just handed it to him. There was a time where him coming in would have been considered like a thing.
Yeah. For sure. Be gay. Have it your way.
Oh yeah, I just saw the. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me make sure this is right before I make a judgment call on this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. All right, good. I thought for a second there I read the goal thing wrong. And I thought it was points. I was like, that's not a lot of points within. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I kind of like the fact that he's the captain too. Like we have Patrice Bergeron, who was like just, one of the all-time great Bruins, even though Marchand is too. But I love that Tony Storm does the perfect plex.
Yes.
I love it.
Bergeron was a better captain.
Oh, well, because he exemplified everything a captain was. He was just a good, Marchand, I think, is a good dude. But like Bergeron was a good dude, played the game right, good on both sides of the ice, defense, the best defensive forward maybe in the history of the league. He won what was the trophy for that? I think it's the Norris.
Yeah,
whatever the best defensive.
Yeah, it's
offensive
Selke.
The Selke. He won that shit more times than anybody ever in the history of the league.
Yeah, he robbed Couturier one year when Couturier should have had it.
But he exemplified everything a captain is. Now Marchand's a captain and he's earned to be the captain, but Marchand has an attitude. Like Marchand's the type of captain where he's like, yeah, I'm the captain, but I'm going to go tell my guys to F you if we need to, because you know what I mean? Like he's got that attitude to him.
So I will say, again, I'm not arguing, but I do remember that year that Patrice Bergeron, because he had the name at that point of being the guy.
He earned the reputation.
And he took, like, it should have been Couturier that year.
Yeah.
And it took Couturier a couple more years to get to it. But that's, I'm not bitter about that or anything. I just remember that year being like, of course, it's Bergeron.
You sound bitter.
No, I'm actually not.
Bitter. I used to be bitter all the time.
Not for the Selke. I got mad when Drew got robbed of the MVP. I got mad.
From who?
I forget who it was now.
Talked a lot of hockey tonight because the Bruins are on. If the Bruins weren't on, I wouldn't be talking about anything hockey related at all. Well, she's setting up for it. The hip attack. Damn, dude. One of my favorite moves in all of wrestling. There it is.
Actually, we have a couple. Taylor Hall.
Who was it?
Taylor Hall.
He was a Bruin for a while.
Yeah, he drew at 102 points that year with just like.
Where was he? In Edmonton? Where did he play?
That was Philly. Hall?
Yeah, Hall was Edmonton?
No, Hall was Let me find him again. Devils.
Oh, yeah. Because Taylor Hall and Tyler Seguin were the top 2 picks one year in a draft, and the Bruins had the second pick. and we ended up with Sagan, who's good, but he was a dickhead when he was here, probably because he was 19 years old. And we traded him in like his third year. We had won the Stanley Cup, and we traded Tyler Sagan for like not a great deal because he was a punk and some of the other players didn't like him. And I was like, that's your future like 40 goal scorer a year for a decade, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he scored. So Taylor Hall that year had 93 points. But he definitely had 39 goals. So I will say that. Claude Giroux had 102 points. Oh, he had 34 goals. So like, and Claude Giroux was the best faceoff guy in hockey, and killed penalties and did it all. So like, it just annoyed me.
Fair. Uh-oh. Look, I mean, that stuff's, I have things that still irk me. Do you know how many times I had to listen to people tell me? I'm not talking in the totality of their careers, because that's different. But like in the height of the mid to late 90s, do you know how many people I had to hear in national media and just everywhere say that Derek Jeter was the best shortstop in the American League when he was the third best shortstop in the American League? And I would make an argument that he was the fourth best, but because he wore the New York Yankees jersey, he was always considered the best. When A-Rod was better, when Nomar Garcia Parra was better, when Miguel Tejada was better. Are you kidding me?
So what Jeter had going for him,
he was a Yankee. If Derek Jeter was a Pittsburgh Pirate, he wouldn't even be a Hall of Famer.
I disagree on that.
He wouldn't.
Well, I mean, you can't, because you don't know how many World Series and stuff. Like,
the answer would have been zero.
Yeah, but that's not fair, because then like we named that about any Red Sox and the same thing comes.
I know. But like, if Derek Jeter was a Pittsburgh Pirate and he had the same career, he would have been obviously a Hall of Fame player, but he would not be Derek Jeter. Because he's a Yankee, he was Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter is, I'm going to tell you right now, I think the way I view him, I don't know, maybe the Yankees fans are different. I view him that if you were giving me one series or one game, I don't know if he's the guy I pick. But if you're giving me, I have to have him for a career, I'm probably going Jeter, because he outlasted a lot of those guys.
Of all those guys in a career, he's without question the best player as a career. But I'm saying in that time frame, he was not.
He was never the very best.
He was never the best shortstop in the league. At any point in his career, he was never the best shortstop in the league.
Yeah, but he was always top 5.
He was on the best team.
But he was always top 5 shortstop, and he was consistently top 5 shortstop.
Yeah. Dude, he had his last game ever at Fenway. His last series ever was at Fenway, and I didn't go to the last game, but I was like, I think we're going to give him a standing. Like, I think we're going to acknowledge him because he's one of the great villains of Red Sox fan lifetime. You know, he's essential to the story. And we gave him a bigger standing ovation than I've heard us give some of our players. That's how much of a standing ovation we gave him.
He was never shitty to Boston, though.
Oh, come on. When he was early on in his career, he was a cocky prick.
But like, I don't feel like
he gained my respect. Like,
I don't feel like he took shots.
I actually like Jeter. I think like I think Jeter seems like a cool guy, to be honest with you.
Derek Jeter did it right. He wanted to be with lots of women. So he stayed single.
Yeah, perfect. You're the shortstop of the New York Yankees. What are you settling down for?
I never understood about like
Tiger Woods. Hell yeah, grizzled young veterans, baby. Let's go. The thing that's crazy to me, and look at again, you fall in love, you enjoy, you live your best life, right? Everyone lived their best life out there. If you're like Caleb Williams, who just was the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, when you hear that they're like 22 years old and they're already married, sometimes like they're already married. Like, I'm like, what are you doing?
I say that even if you're not a superstar athlete. What are you doing?
I still say, I said it earlier in this show, I have the grizzled young veterans go over here.
I do if they stay.
Even if they don't, I still have them go over because I would have to plant the seed for
That's true.
what's his
You could
face here
plant
to
the
turn
plane
heel.
breaking up.
And that way, even if they're not signed right now, if you do end up signing them in the future, you can always go, hell yeah, remember this? They were here this one time, they beat the Acclaimed. Oh, wow. That was dirty. Are they going to mention Joe Gacy? Or did he say something like calling them? What was their weird
Hold on. He made a joke
the
about
Impact Zone.
Yeah, he made an Impact Zone joke. And he made a joke about the feedback that was in Daly's place.
Wow. Dynamite was almost unwatchable for me with the audio.
Yeah.
It was very bad.
It was very, very bad.
I have to do a show tomorrow reviewing it, and half the shit I couldn't hear.
I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah. The schism. Yeah, that's right. I would have tried to throw that in there. The crazy thing is Grizzled Young Veterans, one of the best tag teams on earth. On earth. Max Caster, his look right now has heel written all over it to me.
Yeah.
The mustache, growing the hair out. You know that the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's been 57 years since their last Stanley Cup, and they only have one playoff series win since 2006. And the last playoff series win against Boston was in 1959.
So Flyers are in a bit of a slump, and what really sucks is up until this last decade, they had made a Stanley Cup final in every decade.
That's pretty good. That's
Actually,
pretty good.
technically, they still did because their last Stanley Cup final was 2010. But
yeah, that counts, right?
Yeah.
Did my cat just come in?
Well,
I looked over there. I just see my cat in the corner of the room. Like, did you just walk in here?
I know. They may not have won since the 70s, but they were always right there.
The Bruins didn't win for like 30-something years. And then they won in 2011. And they made it back 2 other times, but they lost. I have no problem when they lost to Chicago because that was that great Chicago team that won like 2 or 3 titles there.
Yeah.
And that 3 or 4
that was
Taves
lost in 2010.
Yeah. Yeah. That was that great Chicago team. So I had no problem with that one. The one Stanley Cup that Bruins fans are going to remember forever because we had no business losing it was the one against the Blues.
Yeah.
We had no business losing that series at all. And they beat the shit out. They manhandled us from a physical perspective, and the Bruins were cowards. They couldn't stand up to it. They could not stand up to it.
Flyers always ran into our house. So in the 80s, they ran into the Islanders.
Yeah. No, the Oilers?
No. The Oilers, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Islanders and Oilers, both in the 80s.
Yeah.
In the 90s, they ran into the Red Wings.
Penguins and Red Wings were the 2 teams that were dominant in the 90s for me.
Yeah, and then in the 2010, they ran into that Chicago team.
Yeah.
Oh, in 2004, they were there in 2004, and they lost to the Lightning when they won.
No,
Flyers are just too beat up by that point.
That was the first time the Lightning won was 2004. Was that long ago?
Yeah.
No, the Lightning's in the East. Oh, you mean in the Eastern Conference Finals? They lost.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. No, you're right. I meant to say the 2004 was the best they would have been, but they got beat up by the time they got to the Lightning. Sorry, you're right. And then the Lightning won that year.
Lewis.
Big G, they never won the tag titles in NXT because NXT didn't know what to do with them. They made them the dyad.
That's what they were called. I know they were Potter Schism, but were they the dyad?
Yeah. They didn't know what to do with them.
See you later, bud. Totally just walked in there. Just pushed the door open and walked in there like an animal.
Yeah, I always will remember '04 because the Flyers took Tampa to 7 games, lost, and it was because of injury. And then Tampa wins the cup. I'm like, that was the Flyers' year.
Really?
Yeah. And then they just couldn't
Ooh, that
because
was
they
a
had
great
they had wings playing defense by the time they made it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they were that beat up.
I just feel like that Bruins run that they had with Chara, Bergeron, Marchand, that whole run, they should have won more than once.
Yeah,
I'm
two
glad they
always
won once. They hadn't won in 30-something years, but they should have won more than once. Same with the Celtics, that 2008 to 2012, they should have won more than once. They should have beat the Lakers, but Perkins blew his knee out. But, like,
yeah.
they
There's
should have won more than one.
something about I know it's 2 versus 1, but something about 2 just feels so much better than 1.
Yeah, yeah. Like, when you have a dominant team that is
That's what
dominant
yeah.
over a handful of years, but they only have one championship, it kind of it doesn't negate it, but it's like, like if the Warriors, right? The Warriors for the last 8 years, if they would have only won one title, or even if they won 2 instead of 4, like that changes the perspective of who the Warriors are forever.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Phillies from '08 through like 2012, 2013. They had one of the best pitching staffs in history of baseball and couldn't only got the one.
Yeah.
Like you just
Well, now they're showing a graphic. It says that John Tavares, who's the longtime Maple Leafs guy, he is second of all active players. He has the second most regular season goals without reaching the Stanley Cup of all active players.
without reaching it.
Without reaching the Stanley Cup ever. He has 456 regular season goals, which is second all time.
He's not making it this year.
We're only in the second period here. Anything can happen. This game
I
is
still,
not
I mean,
over.
I still don't think they're making it to the Stanley Cup final though.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think they're making it past 2 more games. But my thing coming into this was the Bruins purposefully lost or didn't. They purposefully weren't trying as hard as they should have the last 2 or 3 games. Because I think they wanted Toronto because they match up better with Toronto. And a part of me was like, sometimes you shouldn't really ask for, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you get what you ask for. And sooner or later, every dog has its day.
I really don't like playing those odds.
Yeah. And I was just going into the playoffs, especially after last year where we were the greatest regular season team in the history of the league, and we choked in the first round so bad to Florida. It's just like, man. Damn, yeah, Max Caster's been getting the crap kicked out of him. Anthony Bowen's going to get that hot tag.
That's what he do.
That's what he good at. Oh, there it is. Anthony Bones is so good.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah.
He's prime for a singles run.
Oh, easy. Like he's a single star for them, for sure.
Flamed are going to win.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah, they are.
They just win?
No, not yet. However, I did see Nigel. What is this? Oh, shit. Nigel did say when Caster tagged himself in, he was like, I don't think that was the right move. And that made me think, oh, are they going to lose? I think they're losing.
I'd be for it, but
3-0. Ryan. "41 seconds left in the second quarter. Second period, sorry.
It's a good day to be a Boston fan.
Red Sox beat the Cubs today, 17-0.
Jesus Christ.
17-0. They beat the Cubs.
When you have two teams in the playoffs simultaneously and they're playing the same day, it can either be the best day of your life or the worst day of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Started off at noon. Patriots had 2 of the first 3 picks in the draft today. They're losing. What's going on there?
Max looks hurt, but Bowens is showing out because he's Bowens.
They're losing. Hello, Scott.
That was a jump. I don't know, man. I'm still thinking it's a claim, but you could be right.
It probably is. No, it probably is. I don't know. This is a good showing for them, though. Well, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate series of events.
Yep.
I think Zach Gibson's trunks might have burst.
It looks like it.
Or maybe not. Maybe he just has things on the side of his trunks. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, all I know is that the Patriots started off hot with the draft today. Then the Red Sox defeated the Chicago Cubs 17-0. Then the Celtics defeated the Miami Heat by 20. And now the Bruins have a 3-0 lead going into the second intermission.
It's a good day for you. But I will say,
what a day. Game's not over. They could still lose. But I feel pretty good.
But even Scott acknowledges Eagles had a hell of a draft.
I didn't see every pick, but you guys usually draft well. You guys are really good at drafting.
Yeah.
Did you take 9 people from Georgia again? That's what you fucking do, right?
Oh, or that we take from the best team in college football.
They won it last year. Last I checked, Michigan.
That's because we took all their good players.
My thing is, right, our big pick was obviously Drake May. Like, Drake May's not playing next year. So, like, maybe, like, after week 12, maybe. But he's not playing next year at all. He's not seeing the field unless there's a massive injury or he is, like, legitimately lights out in training camp and preseason. Legitimately.
Here's the problem you're going to run into. And I say this, you haven't.
Oh, I already know. Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, I think Patriots fans have lost a little perspective on football, having not had to struggle for the last 20 years. As soon as your quarterback and team starts to struggle, the fans will be calling for him.
Oh, I know they will be, but they're not going
to.
But the craft's
going to get harder and harder not to do it.
I think, yeah. But here's my thing, though. Apparently, they told Drake from everything around here, what they were saying. They told Drake, man, he was on he did the local shit yesterday. He was on all the local stuff yesterday. They brought him into Gillette, did his press conference, all that fun stuff. And he said that they told him they're going to start Brissett, Big G. It's going to be Jacoby Brissett starting this year for the Patriots.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I know. When we're 2-8, the fans are going to be like, play the kid. Play the kid. And I think eventually, if we're that bad, we will play the kid.
And then he's going to get rocked.
That's fine. He needs to learn somehow. I'm a big, like, maybe this is just because I learn this way. I'm a big learn by doing type guy. He's not going to be able to really understand the difference between college and the pros until he's on the field to understand the difference between college and pros. Like, practice will help. Training will help. He can grow and develop that way, but he's not going to really fully grasp it until he's on the field playing in a game and going, oh, shit. All right, this is fast. This is like, okay, here we go, you know?
Yeah, but the problem is
he's young. He's only 21. He like just
when a young quarterback like that gets rocked a lot, can ruin them.
Yeah. Which is why I don't think he's playing this year, even if the fans start fucking chirping. I don't think it's happening. Maybe like way towards the end of the season. Last handful of games.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And to be honest with you, we went 4-13 last year with Mac Jones. If we had Jacoby Brissett last year, we would have won 7 games. Mac Jones was so bad last year. Like, so bad that Jacoby Brissett is not a good quarterback, but he's at least a comparable court. Like, he can, not comparable, that's the wrong word. He's at least what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, competent.
Competent.
He's a competent quarterback.
No, I get, but I'm just saying, like, having seen it happen firsthand several times, it's a bad luck if you let your quarterback get rocked.
Yeah, that's why they're going to let Brissett get rocked. Because he's a veteran. He can handle it. They're going to go, you're getting fucking killed all year. This kid's going to sit over here perfectly fine because he's 21. He's going to sit here, and then next year he's starting. So Brissett, play your best, but really you're here to mentor this guy. Because he was here before. This is his second go-around with us, Jacoby. He was the third string behind Brady for years. STP, Stone Temple Pilots?
What'd you say?
It's Shane Taylor Promotions, but Daniel Garcia was like, you and me versus STP. I was like, Stone Temple Pilots, STP.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Okay, yeah. That's you're a child of the 90s and early 2000s.
90s,
that's where you're going.
Remember them?
And early 2000s.
Oh, here we go. World Championship match. Main event time. This match is going to be great.
Yes.
Has the Ring of Honor guy been there all night? Is he the Collision guy now?
Who?
The Ring of Honor ring announcers main event announcing this main event.
No, he hasn't been there all
doing
night.
that all night.
No.
Did I just miss that all night? What's his name?
No.
Bobby something?
Oh, you mean the ring announcer?
Yes.
Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention.
It's the Ring of Honor guy.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. Gotta saying yes.
And I swear when I drive. Okay.
That jacket has to be so hot down there.
Oh my God.
Oh, Bobby Cruz is the new Collision announcer. Okay.
Oh, so that's permanent. Good to know. And I swear when I drive. $60-minute time limit. Turner agreed to that? Turner agreed to that.
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah, The Rock.
put it up
Yeah,
on
go
his-
ahead.
I was gonna say Rock put it up on his Instagram, so Sean just confirmed it.
Yes, Sean confirmed it with WWE, but The Rock posted it on his Instagram. He announced it.
Would have been crazy if he was lying.
Imagine. He is the final boss after all. I already miss him. I love everything. I love most things, if not everything, that WWE is doing currently. However, let me tell you, I miss The Rock.
He was fun.
That was a blast, man. That was a blast. He's gonna come back, which is good. Because him and Cody, we're getting the one-on-one. I think they'll do it at SummerSlam, or they should. I would have him and Cody one-on-one at SummerSlam, and I would have Roman come back at SummerSlam and cost The Rock. Because The Rock is building this bloodline. Tama Tonga, Solo, Jacob Fatu is going to be coming. The Rock is building this bloodline, and when Roman comes back, he's going to be a super over babyface, and he's going to reunite the Usos. And it's going to be Roman and Usos versus this new bloodline.
No, that makes sense. But
you know what I mean? And then you could do Mania next year. You could do Rock and Roman. So you do SummerSlam, Rock and Cody. Roman gets involved and screws The Rock, or however you want to do it. And then at Mania, you have Rock and Roman. That main event's one of the nights.
I still have a little bit of fear in me that at SummerSlam they'd let Rock win.
But Cody win it back, though. I don't think The Rock should win. I think that's why you get Roman involved, and it kind of causes a problem or something like that, which you can... Because in my opinion, the two main events for both nights of Mania next year, one night should be Rock and Roman for the head of the table, and the other night should be Cody Rhodes defending against Gunther. Those are my two main events.
Yeah, those are good main events. But I mean,
Big G, I like that idea a lot. I don't know if Rock and see. My problem is, I don't know if Roman will. I don't know if The Rock will come back. Maybe Survivor Series is a big one. They could get him back, but I don't think The Rock's doing a War Games match. He's not doing that type of stuff. Or they could do it where he's just really in the ring running the show while the other three are destroying everything.
Yeah, he'd be the last one in.
Yeah, because you figure if it's Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Solo, and The Rock versus the Usos, it should be Sami Zayn and Roman. That's what it should be.
But I'm saying it. What I'm going to say is if it's The Rock, they're not doing a War Games match because The Rock would do something special for himself. This is a tribal match, and I don't know what that is. But it'd be like some ridiculous thing that they create. I mean, I'm good on WWE right now. I like everything they're doing, but I always have that fear whenever you have like a star like that come around. That's like,
yeah, but I think that's Vince McMahon's.
That's true, and that's not out of my system yet.
In our brain, yeah, exactly. Hey, big guy, you coming up? Nope, he's out of here. He's like, nope, I'm getting out of here. See you later, dude. Life's hard having a cat, man. He's telling you. Just decides he runs the show. Yeah.
I know 2 people who within the last 2 weeks both got bit by a feral cat and had to go to the emergency room.
What?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Very stupid ways. One just was she has a bunch of feral cats around her. Now she's real like other cats too. She tries to catch them so that she can neuter them, then release them cats to the wild.
Okay.
The other, I don't know how it happened, but his was worse. His he was an older guy, so his was much worse. He actually got like a real bad infection.
Mm.
Don't mess with feral cats.
No. God damn, dude. Oh. I mean, they're definitely pumping Rampage as a big one.
I guess we're staying.
Wait, are we?
Oh, it's up to you.
Don't do that to me. Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
No, I'm okay either way, but I don't want to make you stay if you don't want to stay.
How dare you?
You put it on me because you.
I know
said,
I did
not.
Watching,
you said I did not either way.
No, I said I'll be. Yeah, I said I would be.
We'll stick to Collision because it's not a precedent I want to set.
Unbelievable.
It's not a precedent I'm ready to set for
myself. I'll be honest
yet.
with you. The main reason is I have Chinese food waiting for me.
Well, I was just messing with you. I never had any intention of actually staying through it.
And I'm like, can I last another hour? I know I can't because I'm a goddamn professional. But can I really last another hour without eating that pork fried rice? The real answer is
no.
No. I got fried scrimps out there too. Oh. Oh, he's hanging on to the neck, bro.
Hold on. What'd you say? Sorry, my headphone cut out.
Oh no, he was doing the neck breakers and he was hanging on to him. It's true. It's true. I like that. Claudio just yells it now and just goes, you know?
But yeah, I don't need to set the precedent that if there's a 3-hour collision, we stay on because I am not committing that.
But it wouldn't have to be an every time thing. You know, sometimes the rampages aren't as bulked as they are tonight, you know?
Yeah, but sorry, I'll watch it. I'll watch it and not have to talk. I'll be able to get myself engrossed in it.
Do you think that AEW is going to have Dynamite go to 3 hours?
So that's been the rumor, but if anything, they're testing Collision.
I think they're just testing the 3-hour format to begin with. Like, I don't really think they're testing it like with the
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But why wouldn't you? Rampage is typically.
Sorry, I'll let you see that. My bad. My bad. I let myself
there.
lose there.
Oof. Rampage is typically filmed after Dynamite, so why wouldn't you just
do 3 hours of Dynamite?
Yeah, that makes me think if they're going to do 3 hours, it'd be Collision.
Well, I think if they were going to do 3 hours, I think Rampage would leave. I don't think Rampage would exist anymore. I think they would do 3 hours of Dynamite on Wednesdays and 2 hours of Collision.
No, but no. See, that's my point. I don't think they'll ever do 3 hours on Wednesday. I think they'll stick 2 hours Wednesday. I think they might drop to 3 hours Saturday, get rid of Rampage. Because why wouldn't you, on these weeks where you had to move Rampage, why wouldn't you put it behind?
3 hours on a Saturday, every Saturday, though. Oh boy. I mean, 3 hours for a weekly television show of wrestling is too much anyway.
Yes.
Like Raw should be everything should be 2 hours. 3 hours and over should be for pay-per-views and pay-per-views only. Unless you want to do like, if AEW is doing a Fighter Fest, or they're doing one of those and they're like, hey man, we're going 3 hours tonight. We're going 3 hours tonight.
Yeah, it's a TV
special Collision TV special.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. I'm all in on that. I like how I'm complaining. Like, obviously I'm going to watch it. I love wrestling. But like,
I will say this though, if you're going to pick a night to do 3 hours, I'd prefer it to be Saturday.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm more like, don't have to worry. It's not that like, okay, it's at 11. Not that 11's that late for me, but still.
Yeah. Update to start the third period. The Toronto Maple Leafs have pulled their starting goalie. They've swapped goalies to start the third period down.
It'd be funnier if they just pulled their goalie.
Why not, right? Oh yeah.
So we're putting on some bulk from his younger years is the best thing he ever did for himself.
Oh, for sure. He was thin.
It's like Ospreay. Those two now they look
Ospreay,
like because they have the height. So they have the height to match up with anyone, but they didn't have you need the bulk to be like, I belong at this level.
Mm-hmm. You see a lot of guys do that. Seth Rollins was a guy that did that. You look at Moxley now compared to like what he was as Dean Ambrose when he was like, the bulk that he put on.
Like Big G is a point. Like you put Rampage on at 7, so you're done by 10. On a Saturday, that works because
I agree.
You're not. You can't do it on a Wednesday because you're. Well, I guess you could because who cares about the West Coast? They move it back anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it would be you're watching this till 11 o'clock at night on the East Coast on a school or work night. But I mean, we do that on Mondays for Raw. So it's not like
but
out of the realm.
I just know if I were a kid. Now, granted, AEW targets an older audience to begin with, but I just know if I were a kid, I would never see the third hour of Raw.
Well, maybe you need to grow a pair, kid.
If I'm a kid,
yeah, stay up and do it.
All right, you can go tell my mom that.
What? Just be like, hey, Ma, it's one night a week, huh? Come on.
I should be like, yeah, every week. I don't care. Go to bed.
Really? Do you have strict parents?
No, they were actually pretty good growing up, but like, I'm talking like kid at this. Like, teenager,
well,
I wouldn't.
Okay, well, I had like that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking like teenager.
No, I'm saying like if you
were like a literal child.
Like the peak of my wrestling fandom was 9 through 11.
Really?
9 through 12. You figure I was 9 in 96. Yeah, it was 96 through about 2000 was the peak of my fandom. So in those years, my mom would never have been like, "Yeah, stay up till 11."
That's fair. I was a
On a
little
school
older. I
night.
was born in '85, so, like, when '96, '97 where it got hot, I was, 12,
You got
13
those
years
2
old, so
years.
my
You have
so
the
that
yeah.
so I was going into that teenage years where my parents were like, "Yeah, you're staying up till 11 o'clock on a Monday, like, who gives a sh—" Actually, back then, it might have just been, I think it was 9
It
to
was
11 back then. It
yeah,
was 9
it
to 11.
wasn't
But it was still 11 o'clock, but I think it was 9 to 11.
like, I can remember recording it, like, on
Yes, I used to
VHS
VHS tape them all the time.
because, again, you figure they weren't gonna let me now, if had I stayed until I'm pretty sure by the end of my run, I was watching till 11, but, like, those
Yeah.
first couple years, I wasn't. They were go to bed.
Oh, what's he playing? Whoa. Whoa!
But you try to jump up and not think your hand was gonna get stomped on. Kinda missed him, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Camera angle saved him.
Yes.
Don't give me a replay. Angle saved you.
No, he's not going for that. Mm.
And he swears when he drives.
Yeah, no. It looks like he's setting it up now. Oh, no. Claudio's too strong. Oh. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I love that. That was a good little sequence there. I liked it. I liked it.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, Toronto scored 4-1. I mean, sorry, 3-1. Don't call it a comeback.
Well, that's
Plenty of
actually I'm
time
not
left
saying
too.
it's fair,
14
but
minutes left too. Plenty of time. It's got to be it. Oh,
Here's the swing.
damn, he's still doing this. A long one.
Claudio has a decent sharpshooter.
Oh yeah.
So many guys do it wrong, but he does it right.
Damn, dude. Wow.
Yeah, Big G. Not everyone holds their head though, and I actually prefer when they don't. I think it makes it look cooler to have your hands
Oh,
out like that.
yeah, for sure.
When I swerve, when I drive, and I swerve when I drive.
Wow.
It's as good as expected.
Yeah. It's been very good. Back and forth here, man.
So JPJ, while we're letting this match wind down, where can people find you most days, weeks, nights, evenings?
Yeah, they can find me at JPJ Loves Gaming on all socials, including Twitch, including YouTube. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. over on youtube.com/love wrestling. Me and Pluggo, who had a birthday yesterday. We do a little show called Between Two Beards. It's the flagship show over at Love Wrestling. Oh, very nice. Reversed by Swerve. So you can find me there. And then on Sunday mornings, we usually start at 10 a.m., but tomorrow we're starting at 9 a.m. Drew has some plans later in the afternoon, so we're starting a little early. We do a show called Firmly AEW, where we dive into the week that was in AEW. So I'll be talking about this show that we just watched tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on youtube.com/love wrestling CA. And then at Twitch, JPJ Loves Gaming on twitch.tv. I stream about 4 or 5 times a week, mainly playing MLB The Show, but we play some Madden. Got the new Top Spin tennis game that's really fun too. So we play some fun games over there. So that's where you can find me.
Everybody check their stuff out. Love Wrestling is doing a lot of good stuff. Between Two Beards is a really fun show. I encourage everyone to watch. Go watch JPJ streaming. It's just like hanging out and watching him play games.
Yeah, listen to good music, play games. Yeah.
Watch Firmly AEW. I would say you'll probably do it like I do, which is later because I'll be sleeping at 9 a.m. But after you're done all that, you can find me on all our socials at Mark Order Pod, Mark Order Podcast every Wednesday, 10:15, Collidercast every Saturday whatever time Collision's on. So there you go. But I like to do that before the match is over. That way, when it's done, it's clean.
That's actually a good way to do it, Hyper. Yeah.
Also, thank our chat. Thank Big G, Scott. There's others. Asian Joe was here for a while. I'm not thanking that jerk. Benny Sabak. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. Always makes it more fun when there's people here actually talking.
Heck yeah.
Scott has a good point, though, JPJ. Your show may not have it if you're having Chinese food this late at night.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm a freak. I'm a freak of nature. Nice. Oh, wow. Damn.
That's a good match.
Fantastic. That was really, really good.
Well, we have not a new champion. We have a defending champion in Swerve.
Dang right. That was a good one. That was a good main event.
Nice.
You know, I swerve when I drive. Right now, I'd have Hangman come out right now. Just have Hangman's music hit. That's what. Bing. Maybe not right now, but maybe in a couple weeks.
All right. Well, that's going to be our night. We're going to let Rampage air without hearing our sexy voices. So
Thanks for having me.
thanks for coming. It's a lot of fun. I definitely will be asking you again. I'll find a non-ridiculous time tonight. And everybody, I'm going to put this on early, but I don't care because this should just all be wind down. So thanks for joining us.